Mark 1:30. Hede pinthera Simonas kateketa puresusa kaiuthus legusin auto peri autes. Translation, we have this little postpositive word de, which always jumps second in a clause or a sentence, but in English we pull it out and put it first. Notice we've been having mainly kai as a connector before this, but we have a shift in scene here with the mother-in-law now being discussed rather than Jesus and his disciples, as Rodney Decker points out. So probably that's why we have the connecting particle de, sort of a change in the scene, a little change in the subject addressed rather than the kai. So we have he pinthera, the mother-in-law, which we just point out means that Simon Peter was married. He had a mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law of Simon was lying down feverishly, or was lying down because of a fever, and so kaiuthus, or over translation, and immediately, and so they spoke to him concerning her. We'll just make a few comments here. The last verb there that we looked at, legusin, that's just a present active indicative third person plural. Think about those endings: o, ace, a, amen, eta, usin, right? Probably the first endings that you memorized. And but this is a historical present, or sometimes called a narrative present, a historical or narrative present, often used at the beginning of a paragraph as we shift to a different scene, and it seems to be functioning that way here, right? So we translate it in the past tense in English, but we recognize that it has this discourse function. Kateketa is from katakemai, to lie down, and this is just an imperfect middle indicative third singular. And this verb here, puresusa, it's a participial form of pureso, and it means to be feverish. And this participle, it's a feminine nominative singular describing the mother-in-law. I guess it could either be a manner, right? She's lying in bed with a fever. That's describing the manner in which she's laid up. Or it could be causal, couldn't it? She's lying in bed because of the fever that she's experiencing.